guys, my name's Carly and welcome back to my channel, The Planted Carly Flower. Today we're going to do a follow-up to a video I did previously, which is my no-buy video. I'll put a little card up here with my previous video in case you missed it and you want to check that out. But we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of an update. I promised you I would get back to you when I figured out how exactly I was going to navigate this. So let's go ahead and get on into it. Okay guys, so I had a lot of time to think about it. I watched some other no-buy videos and how those were going, and I tried to go through a whole no-buy through the rest of March since my video came out. I'm not even going to pretend like I didn't fail that miserably. I did end up buying more plants, and I realized something pretty significant is that I don't want to stop buying plants. I can stop buying plants if I really want to. I have no problem not buying them, but I definitely am happier when I have plants coming into my life. I also have realized a few things that spiral off of that though. I am holding on to too many plants that I don't genuinely care for anymore, simply because I've had them for a long time, or they look good where they're at. Not necessarily because I enjoy them and they bring me anything into my life, but simply just because I've had them for so long that they're just always there, and I haven't really given them much thought. I give them a little bit of water, kind of dust them off every now and then, and they just are there. So I did decide that I was going to pare down my collection from the plants that don't give me an immense amount of joy and satisfaction. I've already given away several plants or done trades for different plants that I really want, and that does make me feel a whole lot better about bringing a new plant into my house, because I'm not only creating space for the new plant and not overwhelming myself, but I'm passing on good planty love to another person who really wanted a plant that I have and don't love anymore. So it's like a win-win. Also, I did decide that I do need a budget because I do want to grow my savings more than my plant collection this year, while still growing my plant collection and being happy. So I am going to go ahead and stick with $150 of my own money a month, and I am not going to exceed that in plant purchases. Now, when I say plant purchases, I don't mean just plants. I mean anything planty related. So if one month I need some pots and some soil amendments, I guess I'm not getting a plant because I can only use $150 towards my plants. There are a couple exceptions to this rule. I am not going to count distilled water in my plant budget. I do buy several gallons of distilled water a week because I only give my plants distilled water. So I don't want that to just consistently cut into my plant budget. I want to be able to actually enjoy buying a plant now and then, and that automatically cuts my plant budget very down. So distilled water, even though it is for my plants, is not going to count in my plant budget. Another thing that's not going to count in my plant budget, actually, no wait, that's the only thing. That's the only thing that's not going to count in my plant budget is distilled water. Oh yes, I'm sorry, I remember now. The other thing is, I said my own money. Me and my boyfriend, as you know, I'm on a weight loss journey, and my boyfriend told me that for every 20 pounds I lose, he will buy me a plant to not exceed $125. So every 20 pounds I lose, I'm going to get a plant from my boyfriend, and that will not count against my plant budget because he will be buying the plant and I will not. He also likes to surprise me periodically and say, hey, buy yourself a plant with my card, and that also will not count against my plant budget because it's not my money. So the $150 does not include distilled water, and it's only when I spend my own funds. Okay, so that's what I decided. Everything else that I have left over for the month or whatever, I'm just going to go ahead and put into my savings. I did also decide that I'm not going to roll over my plant budget. So if I buy a $60 plant one month and I still have the remainder of my $150 left over, I'm not going to roll that over. That remaining money that I did not spend that month will go into my savings. If I want to buy a plant that costs more than $150, I'll have to figure something out to go ahead and do that. Maybe I'll do it as a goal, or maybe I'll add some money to my boyfriend's budget from my 20-pound weight loss budget from my budget and buy a plant that way, but I will not be spending more than $150 of my own money a month toward any planty related item other than distilled water. So yeah, that is what I decided. And I hope that made clear so that you guys understand. I know I tend to ramble a little bit, so hopefully I made myself clear there. If you guys have any comments, questions, or any ideas for me, please leave them down in the description box down below. I would love to discuss them with you. So have you guys ever done a no-buy? Did you find it to be useful? Were you successful with it? Go ahead and leave me a comment down below letting me know if you've ever done a no-buy and how you felt about it. Yeah, I would love to discuss it with you. Please follow me on Instagram. I'm very active over there in my stories and in my feed. I would love to conversate with you guys on there as well. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my good planty content. And I hope you guys get to spend a really good part of your day with your plants. Have a great day.